Ahoy Cheshi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jacob, your English teacher from a distance, and today we're going to talk about how to use worth in English. In Czech, this is stát za. So today we're going to learn how to make sentences like stojí to za to, stálo to za to, and also make them more interesting like stálo to za ty peníze, and also learn how it works with the verbs. So without any further ado, bez dalších okolků, let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's start off with how to make the most basic sentence, how to say stojí to za to. So in English, this would be, it is worth it. Now I'm sure lots of you guys know this already, and that's great. And the most important thing here, guys, is to know that in English, to be worth is an adjective, a přídavné jméno. In Czech, it's a verb. You say stát za, so it works like a verb. But in English, it's an adjective, meaning we say, I am worth, you are worth, it is worth. So that's why stojí to za to is it is worth, stojí to za to, it. So how would we say this in the past? How would we say stálo to za to? Well, it's really easy because the only thing that changes is the verb to be. We just use the past, which is was. So we would say it was worth it. How about the future? How would we say bude to stát za to? Well, again, the only thing that changes is the verb to be, and the future of to be is will be. So the future is it will be worth it. Super easy. How about theoretically, stálo by to za to? Well, to make theoretical, we always use would plus the verb, and the verb is be. So we would say, it would be worth it. It would be worth it. Super easy. Now, just for my advanced students, how would we say this as a past theoretical sentence? Stálo by býval to za to. Well, remember, to make past theoretical sentences, we use the modal verb, would, then we put have, and then we put the third form of the verb, which is been. Not much space on my paper here. It would have been worth it. So guys, this is a really nice, easy sentence, but what's great about this is we can replace nahradit, the it and it, with any noun that we like, any podstatné jméno. For example, we could say, the lesson was worth the money. I paid some money, I had a lesson, and it was worth it. So the lesson was worth the money. Or in the future, we can say, I hope that the lesson will be worth the money. And here you can put any nouns that you like, guys. So it could be absolutely anything. If you want to say like, oh, nestálo to za potíž, that would be, it wasn't worth the hassle. In English, hassle is potíž. Hassle, it wasn't worth the hassle. So this could be a nice sentence. You could say like, oh, I was thinking about taking my kids to my grandparents for the weekend, but in the end we decided it wasn't worth the hassle because my grandparents live in England. It would have taken a long time to take them there, so we decided it wasn't worth the hassle. Now, let's finish off with how to use worth with verbs, because this is what makes it really, really useful. If you want to use a verb with worth, just use the ing form. For example, we could say, it was worth coming, with ing, coming to this lesson. It was worth coming to this lesson. And I think in Czech this would be something like stálo to za přijít to this lesson. So let's do a little bit of practice of this, guys. If you wanted to say stálo za to koukat na ten film, how would we say this in English? So remember, we have to use the verb in ing, and the verb is watch. So we would say, it was worth watching that movie. It was worth watching that movie. Now, just for my advanced students, it's also good to know that this can work both ways. You can also say, watching the movie was worth it, or coming to the lesson was worth it. So you can put the verb on the beginning or on the end. But personally, I prefer to use it on the end because of this next tip. And the next tip is, if you want to add extra people to this sentence, we put them in between the worth and the ing verb. For example, we could say, it was worth me coming to this lesson. So in between the worth and the ing, we can put extra people. So this is really awesome, guys, because then we can make sentences like this. It would be worth you watching that movie. So we can use worth to give advice to people, which is a very common thing that we do with worth. So more advice, we could be talking to our friend Lenka and say, Lenka, I think it would be worth you taking some time off work. So again, our verb with ing, taking some time off work. So I think that Lenka has been working too much, she looks a bit tired, and I think it would be worth her taking some time off work. This is also really good to use in business. When you are having a meeting with your boss or your colleagues, you can give your opinion using worth. You can say things like, guys, I think it would be worth us investing more money into renewable power. So you can give your advice or your opinion to your colleagues. This can also be with a past theoretical situation. If you think you should have done something in the past, in your meeting you can say, oh boss, I think it would have been worth us investing in renewables 10 years ago. So that's what you think it would have been worth, theoretically in the past, doing 10 years ago. So guys, that is the first way that we use worth in English. So we actually have 4 videos on this topic, so you can go and check them out because we use worth all the time in English. And remember, this version of worth and all of the other usages are on our awesome leaflet. Hopefully I can zoom in here and you can see, where's the worth topic? Here. So you can see this topic and all other topics have beautiful, beautiful little boxes on our leaflet, which gives you a little summary, a little reminder of how to use it in real life, and you can download these for free on our website. We've also made a quiz for you to practice this topic. You can check that out in the description, and don't forget to check out our podcast, where you can see me teaching English to a Czech person, helping them get to advanced level as fast as possible. Guys, the links for everything are in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.